Alright, just finished my review of Ice Age. On to the next one. Oh, look, Oscar nominations. Let's check those out quick. Oh. This can't wait. I'm pouring a drink. Cue the a little perspective intro.
I'd like some fresh, clear, well-seasoned perspective.
Fuck it, that's enough waiting. The Oscars do not give a fuck about animation. They haven't for quite a while, but last year I thought there was an improvement from the general status quo. Outside of the nasty erasure of Your Name, anyways. I thought, yeah, there's a couple snubs, but this is respectable. Well, guess what? We've lost respectable! The Oscar-nominated film Boss Baby is now the most unnatural phrase I've ever said in my whole fucking existence. Let's have a short list of the movies that deserve this slot more, shall we? A fat, nearly naked man gets hypnotized into thinking he's a superhero. The second sequel of Pixar's most phoned-in film series. The second sequel to the whole industry's most phoned-in film series. The superhero spin-off of a toy commercial. The ninja spin-off of a toy commercial. The movie of a TV series that's a toy commercial. The OG reverse harem anime. The Christmas special that nobody asked for, and... okay, let's not get too carried away here. And that's before I even mention what truly deserves to be on that list. A Silent Voice, which I'd say deserves to win. Expertly covering disability, depression, and suicide. And instead, we get gratuitous baby ass. Granted, I'm not 100% sure of the arcane Oscar eligibility rules, but I'm pretty sure these were all eligible this year. And that's not even the worst part of all this. There's much more. The Academy's disdain for animation is so clear that you can see it in not just the films nominated, but the number of them. For a good long time, Best Film has been limited to 5 nominees. It was a huge deal when it was pushed up to a potential 10 back in the year 2009. Most other big categories are kept at 5 as well. Lead and supporting actor and actress both, as well as Best Documentary and Best Foreign Film, the closest parallels to Best Animated Film in my opinion. And yet, in its short 18-year time span as the newest category added to the list, Best Animated Film has gone from 3 to 5, back to 3, back to 5, back to 3, and back to 5, due to some arcane rule about the number of eligible films that year, leading to some years with mediocrity like Puss in Boots on the list, and other years where admirable work like Tangled gets snubbed. That's right, Tangled didn't get nominated, despite being arguably Disney's best film in over a decade and bringing it back to form, being both critically and commercially successful. I guarantee you, if there was a flat 5 slots in 2010, it would have got one. But for one last year, they wanted to play with how many nominations they were going to give. So sorry not sorry, Tangled, you got fucked. Beyond that, let's just check some statistics. Out of the 18 years now that this category has existed, Pixar has been nominated 11 times. Not terribly surprising, after all, they typically pump out gold. What is surprising is that after this year, they will have won 9 out of those 11 nominations. Oh, by the way, Coco's probably going to win, but back to angry rants. I get that personal opinion factors into all of this, like, I disagree with Toy Story 3 winning over How to Train Your Dragon, and Up coming on top of a goddamn fantastic group. But both of those are great films, and I wasn't shocked at either of them. But 2012, does anyone actually think Brave was the best of this stellar crop? Pixar's redheaded stepchild, B- amongst all of their A's, and end of their dominance as the only animation company that mattered critically? I was slightly surprised it got nominated at all. But all of that is just circumstantial evidence. There's bound to be a bad movie in the bunch every now and then, whether it's down to taste or to chance. There may be actual reasons behind the fluctuating numbers of nominations over the years, and Pixar does deserve a ton of the success that they've had. And even their bad films are pretty good. Aside from that one. If you want concrete evidence, go to the Academy themselves. Since the Oscars in 2014, detailing the films of 2013, Hollywood Reporter journalist Scott Feinberg has had a series titled Brutally Honest Oscar Ballot, where an anonymous member of the Academy talks about their picks for categories and why they chose them. It is enlightening, and I think most of them speak for themselves. Let me read you some of them in regards to their Best Animated Feature comments. Brutally Honest Oscar Ballot number 2 from 2017. I didn't see any of them. I'm not that interested in animated films, to be honest with you. Okay, respectable enough, but an abstaining vote is disappointing. Brutally Honest Oscar Ballot number 3 from 2017. I'm not big on animation or animators. I know a girl who only has sex with animators. She works over at Disney. In any event, my least favorite was Moana, just typical Disney fare. I really liked Kubo and the Two Strings, My Life as a Zucchini, and Zootopia. But I loved The Red Turtle. It was so simple and it spoke about life and it looked like a watercolor painting to me. Plus, I have a fetish for turtles. I've just written a project about a turtle. The opinions are fine, whatever. But leading off with, I know a girl who only has sex with animators, and following it up with, I have a fetish for turtles? None of their other comments had anything like that anywhere, and this is just weird. Brutally Honest Oscar Ballot number 5 from 2017. Sometimes I watch these, but I didn't this season. But I hear, is this the one with the Jungle Book? The voter is informed that The Jungle Book was ineligible and is nominated in the Best Visual Effects category. Well, that, I understand, is really good. Again, what the fuck? How do you not know of The Jungle Book and that it was a live adaptation with boatloads of CG? Beyond that, the whole thing boils down to I didn't watch them, but this movie that isn't animated is super good. Check it out. Fuck that noise. Brutally Honest Oscar Ballot number 6 from 2017. I don't watch the animated movies. Not I didn't, not I haven't, it's I don't. Ballot 7, 2015. Frankly, I didn't see any of them. Ballot 9, 2015. I haven't had a chance to watch them. Ballot 3, 2015. I never got a chance to watch those screeners. Ballot 7, 2014. I did not see all of the nominees. Ballot 5, 2014. I like them all about the same, so I decided not to vote. Ballot 2, 2014. I thought Frozen was amazing, and my personal favorite was Despicable Me 2. But I didn't see all the nominees, so I didn't vote. Ballot 1, 2014. I have seen none of them. I have no interest whatsoever. That ended when I was 6. My son dragged me to a few when he was 6. I would seat him and go outside and make phone calls. What an incredible fucking shame. A frankly unacceptable number of abstaining votes across this small sample over the last few years. What a fucking shame that the Academy lets in so many people who don't watch enough to be informed enough to vote. I didn't actually run the numbers or anything, but it looks like just about half don't vote on this category, less than any other category mentioned. But then, there was one ballot that said absolutely everything that needed to be said, and spoke to me in such a powerful way that I really could not ignore it. Brutally Honest Oscar Ballot number 5 from 2015. I only watch the ones that my kids want to see, so I didn't see the Box Trolls, but I saw Big Hero 6 and I saw How to Train Your Dragon 2. We both connected to Big Hero 6. I just found it to be more satisfying. The biggest snub for me was Chris Miller and Phil Lord not getting in for the Lego Movie. Yes! Yes! Finally! Someone who gives a damn! The Lego Movie was also robbed of a nomination. But wait, there's more. When a movie is that successful and culturally hits all the right chords and does that kind of box office, for that movie to not be in over those 2 obscure freaking Chinese fucking things that nobody ever freaking saw, an apparent reference to the Japanese film The Tale of Princess Kaguya as well as the Irish film Song of the Sea, that is my biggest bitch. Most people don't even know what they were. How does that happen? That, to me, is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. Fuck you! Fuck the Oscars! Animation deserves better than this fungus with their heads shoved so far up their own ass that they can find their own intestinal bacteria. Because that seems to be the only fucking culture they know! Next time, back on track with that crossover thing.